Welcome back to H&A Reactions. It's your boy, the man on the motherfucking hour, Hayes, bro. Today I'm gonna be reacting to the ups and downs from AEW, bro. Do something a little different outside of anime. Um, I'm an AEW fan. I know a lot of WWE stans don't like AEW, and I don't give a damn. AEW to me is the best product right now. WWE over the years been getting stale. I believe I started watching WWE in 2009, but not completely. Um, I think I stopped watching them completely, and it was a theme song. Something about let it go, just stop, some shit like that. It was around that time I stopped watching them completely. And 2019 came around, I started watching AEW Dynamite, and it brought me back into wrestling. And I really appreciate Tony Khan for even bringing back that attitude, or what you call it? You know, that 90s. That was something that was missing from wrestling for the longest, bro. The blood and all that. And I'm getting sick of the divas, bro. All that diva stuff. Now, the women today, even in WWE, bro, they be getting down, bro. I respect the women wrestlers more now. I was getting sick of that diva shit, bro. But yo, I keep up with AEW, but I haven't been watching a lot of the shows. And I sure in the hell haven't kept up with this week's AEW Dynamite. So I decided to do an ups and down video today to catch up. So let's jump right on in.
For AEW Dynamite. Now, you may be looking around going, Simon, where the flub of you? Well, of course, it's WrestleMania weekend. I have come to Dallas in the United States of America, along with the rest of the What Culture gang. And we have just sat in a sports bar and grill about 2 minutes that way, and I have watched AEW Dynamite live with my own two eyes on a big screen. But it doesn't matter that we've come to a different country. We still take the finger of power and we give the good bits an up and the bad bits a down. And I know this person right here. My man, you can come in. My man Lee from Wrestling.
The main man, the host of Progress Wrestling, the legend that is Simon Miller.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. And now we take the finger of power and we up those downs.
I love his intro. Love his intro.
So it's going to be a little bit of a different ups and downs today because, I mean, usually I'll let you in. I've made a bunch of notes and I kind of check my notes. But here we're kind of riffing, so don't get mad at me if I make a mistake or I say something wrong. But our first match was CM Punk, who was back on AEW Dynamite, and he was taking on none other than somebody I can't actually remember right now because I have been up for 24 hours. Let's see if it actually comes. Max Caster! How can I forget Max Caster? Especially because the Acclaimed are genuinely my favorite tag team. When Max Caster comes out and does the whole listen, I get really excited. Now, I really enjoy this because it's twofold. One, it continues on the CM Punk goes and fights all the young people in AEW tour. But so here, after he had got the victory, because come on now, he was never going to lose, Tony Schiavone got in the ring. He put a microphone into CM Punk's face and he was like, hey, CM, what was all this belt stuff you were doing last week? Which did make me laugh. He's not going to go, I was hungry in my tum-tum. He was letting you know that he wants to take on the champion, whoever that may be, in a few weeks. He dropped Hangman Adam Page's name. He dropped Adam Cole's name. I presume that they will fight a battle of the belts, and the winner goes on to take on CM Punk. But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying this. CM Punk says he will win that championship before he leaves AEW by any means necessary. Now, given that I believe Hangman Adam Page will beat Adam Cole whenever they do fight round 2, does this mean that the Cowboy takes on Punk and CM Punk is a heel? And my word, that's just ticking everybody's boxes. CM Punk goes after the world title, probably wins it, and maybe, just maybe, CM Punk goes heel. So as you can probably figure out, I am giving it an up. And in terms of the match,
Yo, that's one thing, boy. If CM Punk become heel, bro, that shit is gonna be lit. And if he had that belt, bro, you already know he finna drop hella promos, bro. Everybody in the backstage gonna
Punk
hit.
won with the Anaconda Vice. We zoomed backstage next where we saw FTR being interviewed, and they were wearing very cool NWO-inspired gear, and they were joined by MJF. Now, of course, over the last few weeks, we've been teasing that Cash and Dax are going to go good guy, but Maxwell here was like, look, my friends, you really need to watch my back, because Wardlow may be around, and of course, he's banned Wardlow from the arena. But FTR was like, we don't want to get involved in your beef. We really like you, Mr. Friedman, but we also really like Wardlow. Which is when MJF was all like, look, I don't want to have to tell you, but Wardlow used to talk shit about you all the time, so you should definitely side with me. But unless you've only been watching wrestling for about a week, it's very obvious what we're going to do here. MJF's going to go mega heel, whereas FTR will eventually turn face. Which moved us on to match number 2, which...
Yo, man, I don't know how, I don't know, besides probably CM Punk, I don't know who can out-heel MJF at this, this point, because he's by far the best heel in wrestling, like all around, best heel, bro. And he stay in character even in interviews. Also, FTR, bro. They deserve the belts again, bro. I'm just not feeling Jurassic Express. I'm not feeling them with the belt, bro. Give it to FTR and build them belts back up, bro, because FTR been going in lately.
Was Jon Moxley versus Jay Lethal, proving that this was an absolutely ridiculous episode of AEW Dynamite. Now, if we go back to Rampage, Lethal had told us that he was bored of losing and that something had to change. And look, while this was absolute fire, it did end with Jon Moxley hitting the paradigm shift, and he got the 1, 2, 3. And I sat there and I was like, well, Jay Lethal's going to do something. This is definitely going to do... Just give it 1 second. Jay Lethal's going to attack him, but he didn't. And he just left. Now, look, do not get me wrong. Jon Moxley shouldn't have lost here. That'd be absolutely ridiculous, especially given everything he's doing with William Regal and Bryan Danielson. But something is brewing for Jay Lethal.
That's the dominant fucking tag team right there. Jon Moxley and Daniel Danielson. Oh, God damn it. Fucking DB, bro. That's a ruthless ass tag team, bro. FTR probably the best, but bro, they ain't fucking with them, bro. William Regals, bro. That's a dynamic duo right there, bro. Nobody ain't fucking with them now. If they win the belts, if they go for the belt, which I'm pretty sure if FTR win, then that group is coming, bro. And they gonna lose them motherfuckers. I don't give a shit.
And again, it may be a heel turn. He may be about to go bad boy. But I know. But I surprised me. But I tell you this. If you don't plan on watching this match, you should.
Also, have Jay Lethal even won a match in Dynamite yet? I know he be on what is it called? Elevation a lot. Elevation and Dark. And I'm pretty sure he won matches in those, on those shows, but have he won on Dynamite yet?
Was proper vicious. They just smacked each other right in the face up. They got a big video for Marina Shafir, who has been tearing it up on Dark, if you don't know, so I suppose we're going to do a big push for her soon. And then it was FTR versus the Gun Club, and who was on commentary? Maxwell Jacob Friedman. So if you can believe it, in the early going, the Gun Club were actually whooping FTR's ass. And at one point, Austin Gunn was basically walking over Dax and then wiggling his hips, which is a little bit weird because there's only one situation in life which you should thrust. But this ties in to what happened at the end. Now, of course, Billy Gunn was casting distraction the whole time and using up his MP. But even though Wardlow had been banned from the building, he came storming in through the entrance here. He was throwing security guards through tables like he was Brock Lesnar, and he was making a beeline for the commentary desk where Maxwell Jacob Friedman was sitting. This is when other security guards grabbed him and pulled him away. But then back in the ring, FTR almost lost the match because of all of this shenanigans between MJF and Wardlow. Now, they didn't. They hit the big ring and they got the 1, 2, 3. But MJF got in the ring and he was like, dudes, I'm so happy for you. Let's go and have a hug. Dax pushed MJF's arm away and he was like, listen, all your stupidness with your old best friend is now ruining our matches. Don't let it happen again. And while they were kind of buddy by, the time it was all said and done, we've already talked about this. Soon, MJF is going to be all by himself, and he will have no one to blame but himself, and I'm giving it up. The Jericho Appreciation Society were then cutting a promo backstage, and I want to let you know this. I think every single member of this stable is benefiting greatly, but nobody more than Angelo Parker and Matt Maynard, who stand there, and not only do they pull the greatest facial expressions you've ever seen, but Matt Maynard is basically dressed like Chris Jericho from 20 years ago, whereas Angelo Parker, I'm pretty sure, had dressed up like The Rock when he had hosted the Super Bowl a few weeks ago. So I can't really clap my hands today, but I do it like a seal. They are the best. Everyone's looking behind curtains going, where is Eddie Kingston, where is Santana, and where is Ortiz? And I actually thought we were going to hold this up for another week, but we didn't, because we pulled back one blind, and those three guys were there, and for a good 5 minutes, they whipped the Jericho Appreciation Society's ass. But if you're into maths, which you are, who doesn't like mathematics, of course, there's only 3 of those guys, and there's 5 of the JAS, well, actually 6, because Jericho got the baseball bat, and he was smacking everybody around when they stood there and posed like we are the greatest. Now again, let's go back to doing some wrestling maths. There's 5 JAS members, and there's 3 when it comes to Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz, so we need 2 more. And given that the Jericho Appreciation Society are calling them sports entertainers, wouldn't it be nice if Eddie Kingston reached out to his best friend John Moxley and his pro wrestling partner Bryan Danielson? Now, I don't know this, it is pure speculation, but I said this in another video on What Culture, and I'm going to say it here too, just to wind up the comments. I like the Inner Circle, I thought they were great, but right here, right now, I think the Jericho Appreciation Society is better. This hand, I'm giving it up. Is it time for another interview with Jade Cargill and Mark Sterling, and they are trying to find a new opponent for Jade. And she had 2 options here. 1, an MMA fighter, probably Marina Shafir, or 2, a librarian, which was Leva Bates, which is when Leva Bates interrupted. So that is 31 interruptions in AEW and 90 in all of wrestling, and can we make it to 100 before WrestleMania? Now the interesting thing here is Jade obviously picked the librarian because she doesn't want to take on the MMA fighter. This is kind of the first time she's been a little bit scared. Keep your eye on it. And do you know what? This Bryan Danielson taking on Wheeler Yuta. I mean, ooh da lally. Now, much like a lot of matches on this show, they just absolutely kicked each other's ass. And once more, no one actually thought Danielson was going to lose, but on so many occasions, Wheeler Yuta was ahead on the offense, and he...
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hot, bro. I got this coat on, hat on.
was even reversing some of Bryan's moves and putting him into submissions when Danielson had to grab the ropes. Well, because I'm a massive wrestling geek and an idiot, the tiniest part of me believed. And this was especially true when Danielson was ready to kick Wheeler Yuta's head in, and he took his mouth and he spat in Danielson's face. And this was a terrible idea because Bryan absolutely wrecked him before he made him tap out.
Yo, what? That's a heel move, ain't it? Well, what the? Dog, Yoda was fucking, babyface, bro. He turning heel or something? What the fuck?
With the crossface, with this extra weird little thingamajig in it. But I tell you, surely this has to serve as proof to William Regal that Wheeler Yuta is good enough for their stable, which means soon it'll be Danielson, Moxley, and Wheeler Yuta, and then you have to come up with a 4th guy. You can't have 3, you have to go 4, and I have no idea who that could have been. I would have assumed it would have been Daniel Garcia, but obviously he's gone down the sports entertainment route. But here's what you need to do. If you're into 2 people just violently massacring each other, well, actually, you should watch the main event, but then make sure you go watch this up. Around the time when I decided I really do need some wrestling comedy in my life, which is when, thankfully, out came Adam Cole and out came Red Dragon for a championship party, because of course they have stolen all the title belts and they had taken pieces of paper and written their names over the top. They also had a box that said like party supplies in the corner, and when they opened it, 5 balloons came out, and Kyle O'Reilly was so overwhelmed here he had to sit down, and Bobby Fish said words. Words came out of his mouth, and we really should applaud that man, because, well, he's not a man, he's a fish. I screwed up that joke. Damn you, Dallas. They were just doing their usual stick of we're better than everybody else, and Hangman Adam Page took offense to this, and I tell you, I love how AEW books the Cowboy, because he just walks out, and even though he is actually fighting against wrestling maths, he beat everybody up. And then when Adam Cole and Red Dragon on the outside, the Jurassic Express with Christian came out, and they just continued to get absolutely walloped. So you can see what we're doing here. We are building to the big tag team match. We are building to the big world championship match. But I just appreciate the fact that Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish, who has come from the ocean, have no problem being the butt of the joke. And this came at the perfect time in terms of pacing the show. It was funny, it was entertaining, and it is getting it up. Thunder Rosa then came out to the top of the stage to do an interview with Tony Schiavone, and at first I thought jet lag had got to me because it was identical to what AEW did last week. Although this time Thunder Rosa was talking about how she wants to be a great world champion and she wants to be the face of the entire women's division and that she's going to whip Nyla Rose's ass. Not going to lie to you, that was kind of it. It was better than what we did 7 days ago, but it was.
I'm happy that Donna Rosa held the belt, man, because Brent Baker was getting stale. And plus, I feel like Brent Baker didn't even bring nothing. I mean, I know she brought some hardcore matches or whatever, but that was about it. But as far as bringing, like being the face of the women's division, I don't think so. But I feel like Sheeta had brought more to the women's division than Brent Baker. Plus, like as far as tournaments and shit, bro, that during the pandemic time too, that shit was fire. I like the Sheeta run. It ain't too much like Brent Baker run, man. It was getting stale and it was boring. Like to me, it was boring. And she never won. I can't even remember when she won a match without help during her tag team run. I can't even remember. Hopefully, Donna Rosa get the better treatment and take it to a whole nother level, bro.
Kind of just there. TR were then on the show for the third time because they were cutting another promo where they called out the Young Bucks, and my word, they have so many potential opponents. When it was time to find out, well, who is the bunny going to face when it comes to the Owen Hart qualifier? And that's right, my friends, we had another debutante in All Elite Wrestling, and it was none other than Toni Storm. And this kind of telegraphed the whole match because no way are you going to bring in Toni Storm and have her lose. But I just want to say fair play to the bunny. Each and every week she gets a little bit.
I'm not going to keep stopping it, but man, I hope Tony Khan do right with Toni Storm because Ruby Soho, although she came and he's her manager or whatever, man, we haven't seen too much from her. Like, she went for the championship, twice, and lost both times, of course, because she was fresh into the company. But Tony Storm, bro, the women, I can see the women division getting this huge push now, bro, like a huge. Now they need to try to form tag teams and bring in a women's tag team title.
And she totally understood her role here. And there was one near fall, and I was like, ha, the bunny is going to win. But she didn't. And Toni Storm hit a pile driver to get the win. Now, I don't know whether Wednesday the 30th of March is pile driver celebration day, but CM Punk was hitting pile drivers, John Moxley was hitting pile drivers, Bryan Danielson was hitting pile drivers, and Toni Storm was hitting a pile driver. But there was a big 20-year period there where we didn't see this move very much, so don't even worry about it. Can't remember if I've given this an up or down now. Of course it's going to get an up. And instantly some people are going to be going, AEW, stop hiring people. Why do you not want people to have a job? That's weird. Stop doing it. Let people earn money and let people be good wrestlers, especially when it comes to AEW's women's division. The more amazing names they can get into that, the better it's going to become. And if you think about the Owen Hart tournament on the women's side, I think Toni Storm should probably be the front runner. I mean, flub it, she probably should win. One last interview in the back before we get to our main event because it was Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose. And the best part about this is that while Vicky Guerrero said a few words, Nyla Rose did most of the talking. Of course, she hates Thunder Rosa and they're going to have a match. But here's the big thing I want from 2022. And I'm going to start a campaign. Let Nyla Rose cut more promos. Give her a microphone like this. She's really funny on Twitter. She'd be really funny on television as well. And I think she's got a new t-shirt that says "Surprise, bitch." And when she did that a few weeks ago, it was really funny. So this is just my roundabout way of telling you our early night arose. Which then did bring us to the last match of the show, which was kind of the end to a blood feud. It was Andrade taking on that kid, Darby Allin. And as we kind of talked about earlier, Darby Allin.
I heard that match was really fucking good, bro. I heard that match was really good.
Got absolutely murdered during this match, which is kind of nuts because Andrade thinks he's a child and he still smacked him around like this. Now, Darby did get the odd hope spot in here and there, but honestly, Andrade was so mad at this person, it kind of got a little bit uncomfortable. But even then, as soon as Darby Allin did have some momentum, Jose, the assistant, was coming to the ring, and this is when Sting was like, "Don't you hurt my son." So he interfered, but then from nowhere, the Butcher and the Blade had closed up their shop, and they were here as well. So Darby Allin had to be, "Oh great, I got to climb the top rope, and I got to dive onto all of these guys," which he did do. And by this stage, being the nerd that I am, I was like, well, I can see what's going to happen here. The bad guy has beaten up the good guy so much that when the good guy wins, we can go, "Oh man, it was a close match." But that's not what we did at all. Allin got back into the squared circle. Mr. Tranquilo was waiting for him. He hit the double arm DDT, and even when Darby Allin was laying there, I was like, he's going to kick out. Ref went 1. He's definitely going to kick out. Ref went 2. He's definitely going to kick out. And then the ref hit 3, and Andrade beat Darby Allin. If that wasn't enough as well, all the people in the ring were then beating up Darby Allin and Sting, including Private Party, which is when AEW did their favorite technique. Out came the Hardy Boys. They had a chair. Jeff Hardy hit this swanton bomb that I think killed somebody's ribs. But of course, now we can build to that big tag team match. And once again, I know people think, oh, there's too many run-ins in AEW. Just go and listen to the reaction Matt and Jeff Hardy get every single time. We take the finger of power and we give it up. Which brings to the end of AEW Dynamite. And as I said, this is a bit of a wishy-washy episode. But we are stood here in the middle of Dallas, Texas, with WrestleMania signs that, well, they're down a different street, but don't worry about it. But I think my favorite thing about this episode of Dynamite, actually, is that I got to watch it in a bar in Dallas, Texas, with a bunch of my What Culture guys. It was really nice. I had a really good time, and goes to show that wrestling is always better with friends. So overall, I'm giving it up. Now, please do leave a comment below and let us know what you thought about, I said last night. Now, right now, whenever this show, I don't know, but let us know what you think about AEW Dynamite. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Head to culture.com where you can.
Yo, man, that's a true wrestling fan right there. So whatever he give a thumbs up, bro, trust me, bro, it was good. So that means AEW Dynamite was just all good. It was good all around. Bro, I haven't been keeping up, so maybe I'm gonna start doing this, bringing this to the channel more on the ups and downs, catch up and all this, with the shows, evolution more dark, and give my input on it too, man. So, well, I can't give my input on it, but I can talk about it. And like you said, bro, Tony Storm coming in, helping out the women's division, that's a good thing, bro. Like, that means the women's division finna get a huge step up, bro. Also, damn, Yuta, I'm surprised that's a heel, bro. It's Mark. I don't even think Marks and DB even fucking Danielson and Bryan even healed, bro. I think they're just outlaw type of people. Like they just gonna whoop off in anybody's ass, bro. Also, bro, I wish I watched this, bro, because I'm a huge Hardy Boys fan. Been a Hardy Boys fan since the 90s when they first came in, all the way up to Team Extreme with Lita and all that, bro. I was a huge fucking, bro. Anyways, bro, if y'all enjoyed this video, man, let me know down in the comment. Well, let me know down in the comment if you want more ups and downs. I don't care if they WWE too, bro. I'm not a fan of WWE, but I will be giving them a try. Don't get mad if I don't know everybody's name. I still know Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio. The people from back in the days, 2009. I still know a couple of them, but any other new people, man, y'all probably got to help me out on that. But anyways, bro, let me know down in the comment if you want more videos like this. Also, hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If not, hit the thumbs down. It don't matter to me. As long as you supporting this page, bro, we really need it. Also, if you're new to this channel, hit that sub and that notification button so you be notified when I upload. Anyways, catch you in the next video.